Oh goodness gracious. Like, they actually leaked who the next unit is going to be. I will never understand this, bro. What is up with the Legends team leaking things in relation to Universe Survival Saga? Like, it happens all the time. Like, darn near every year it happens, right? Like, I think the Legends team needs a dedicated team, like, made specifically to keep any Universe Survival Saga brand new unit under wraps. This happens too often. So you guys are seeing on the screen right now, I'm actually very glad that it doesn't show the thumbnail anymore, because with it potentially showing that image, I don't know how Bandai could actually go about that in terms of my video. So I'm glad that the image is gone, because they now set it to private. However, this is their YouTube channel. Like, I'm on here, like, I'm highlighting, you guys aren't seeing the mouse because of my settings on OBS, but you guys are seeing everything right here, right? You're seeing me highlighting comments, like dislikes, likes, all that stuff. This is real. This is their YouTube channel. And they leaked that the next Legend unit we're gonna be getting is Legend Android 17 and Golden Frieza. Now, look, this is actually mad cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm completely down for this, right? Because when it comes down to Android 17 and the Tournament of Power, he actually isn't represented that much. You know what I mean? Apart from really just his LF unit. So, although we do have like a few 17 units, because I do remember that we had, I believe, like that yellow unit from way back then, like from well before the LF unit was made. But he doesn't really get much love, right, in terms of Tournament of Power. Golden Frieza has a lot of like units from the Tournament of Power. So to see them as an LF or, well, a Legend unit is actually pretty freaking cool, right? But it also makes me wonder where they're going with this, because this is coming out of nowhere. And also, to be fair, the hints that they gave us was so vague that I don't even know. Like, maybe somebody predicted that it was going to be Golden Frieza in Android 17. I did see some people predict that it was just going to be Android 17 in general, just because of the green, and obviously his barrier is green. But in terms of a hint, that is way too vague. Like, there was no specificity with it at all, because that could have been alluding to, again, Android 17 by himself. It could have been alluding to Golden Frieza and Android 17. It could have been alluding to Kale and Caulifla. It could have been alluding to Kefla. It could have been anything, because there's multiple characters that utilize the color green during the Tournament of Power. So out of all the hints that we've gotten, like the cryptic messages for Dragon Ball Legends, I will personally say this ice cream cone one was probably one of the worst ones, just because it's supposed to allude towards something, but it's far too vague for you to come to a solid conclusion, right? But that aside, I am very curious to see how this is going to work right now, especially because of the fact that right now, Universe Survival Saga is not meta. Like, we're gonna need more units for that tag to really help, like, bring them to some sort of thing concerning the meta, because it makes no sense to really run these guys on Universe Survival Saga right now. Like, you're not using any of the UI Gokus, you're not using Goku and Frieza, like, you're not using LF17, like, and I don't think we have any Legend units apart from these guys that are about to release soon that are even part of that saga. So it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It would make, I mean, you can throw them to the leader slot and that should work, right? Because obviously you put any unit on the leader slot, it's gonna work by default. But if they're trying to bring back Universe Survival Saga, we're gonna need more than just these guys. Maybe a sparking unit to just complement them. Whoever that unit may be, I don't know. I don't even, at this point, I generally don't even know what units you could use them for that tag. So by default, you're probably gonna be throwing them into the leader slot and just making them work on different teams. Like, unless I'm having like a major like blank and I'm just like not remembering any like recent time Universe Survival Saga units. I can't think of anything right now. Like, the only one that comes to mind in recent time is LF Kefla. What else? Maybe I mean, nobody's using full power Frost. Let's be honest. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a very, very weird choice of characters. Because think about it, right? I'm not saying like Universe Survival Saga can't be on the come up for sure. Like it definitely can. But if it was like a Goku or a Vegeta or something from like Universe 7, then, or well, apart from like, you know, like Frieza and like Android 17, actually, I'll correct that. If it was a Saiyan, I think that they would have a bit more versatility because there's more teams that they could work on. But with these guys, remember, this is Universe Survival Saga. That means that Golden Frieza does not have powerful opponents. Like, he shouldn't have powerful opponent because he's working with Goku. He's not the main antagonist of that saga. So for Universe Survival Saga, Golden Frieza is not a powerful opponent. So you can't even use him on that team either. LOE's been dead for I don't know how long. So if you're not using him on LOE, you can't use him on a powerful opponent. I don't know. Android 17, I don't know, man. Like, this is, it's just, I don't know. I'm really trying to sit here and like think of options as to like what they could do in terms of making these guys work, right? I mean, well, okay, to be fair, we did get the free-to-play Vados, which I do know as this recording, I have not made a video on her, but there's just been all sorts of other things. Like I got to play Xenoverse 3. We have the Bleach Mirror's Hide closed beta, so I've been focused on those instead of Vados. So in technicality, they did get a buff with Vados, but keeping it a buck, it is still a free-to-play unit. So I'm not necessarily sure how long she'll last in the meta. At the same time, I guess there is also Goku and Hit. It really is gonna be Goku and Hit, and then what? Probably LF Kefla. Like, that's all I could realistically think of, because after that point, can you really use them? Like, you're at that point, you're backtracking to the 7th anniversary part 1 units, because then you would have transforming UI Goku and transforming Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. That's really it. Anything like past them, you're not gonna be able to use. So we'll see how this works. I hope that the unit will be good, and I hope that they come through with something that's gonna make them stick in the meta for a while, especially because based on the units that are part of the tag, their team options are relatively limited, if you will, right? Like I said, it's not a powerful opponent. Like, I mean, heck, for all I know, we're probably gonna see some people pull out androids. You know what I'm saying? Because it would work because of Android 17, right? And if it was Android, okay, you have Android 13. You could probably use him if you really, really want to. And I think, well, didn't Perfect Form Cell actually make a resurgence in recent time too? There might be some hope with Android. We'll have to see. I really am curious to see how this is gonna play out. That's the main thing. And also, I hope that their LF is clean. It always has to be clean. It always does. But yeah, they leaked it. They leaked it. Again, I'm very glad that I did not actually like, you know, they privated it, because again, with their thumbnail, since they privated it, if I were to have used it as part of my thumbnail, I could end up getting like my video taken down. I don't know. But in terms of all of this, like the text that they put out that's still on their channel, again, this is all real time here, that's fair game. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But either way, the new unit is going to be Legend Android 17 and Golden Frieza from Universe Survival Saga. I am curious to see how the unit is going to be like, but we'll find out apparently on the 28th. But I do want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.